All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We in the lab here, Dane 24/7 Studios, and I'm here with another exciting week of S.E.Live365, the podcast. And you know how we do it here. You already know what time it is. I have another extraordinary guest on the show. This guy is elevated year after year after year. He's continued to do great things for the community, and now he's got a new title as Magistrate, and he's the judge out here. He's doing his thing. We got Mr. McClain in the building. Good to see you, my dog.
Good to see you.
Yeah, pleasure to have you on, man.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah. How's life treating you?
Life is good. A lot of changes. All blessings. All great things. My wife and I, we just welcomed a new baby girl into the world. 9 weeks. So, getting only a little bit of rest. So I'm operating on about 3 hours of sleep. Feel like a new person though, because that's an improvement from yesterday. Life's good.
Life is good. We are very, very happy to have you in the lab today. We got a lot to talk about.
Yes,
we're going to talk. We're talking high school playoffs as it's here. You know how that get down in Ohio. You already know what time that is. We'll come back with your story and how you've been doing and things like that, and what's next and some key issues that's on the board right now. Then we'll go into our hot five, which is college, NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, and more. You got the baby.
Yeah,
you got the baby. Like I said, it's cold outside, but we see you warmed up, man. You got your nice fresh suit on, coming from a meeting here.
Had to get the fresh cut to match the fresh suit. I had docket this morning. I went and voted before I got to the courthouse, and just trying to get acclimated. 2 days ago, the sun was shining. It was a beautiful day outside. Now we in the midst of frozen tundra. I mean, it's wild, but that's Ohio.
That is Ohio, no question about it. I got a question for you though. How's your feet feeling?
They feel good. They feel good. They're rested.
Okay.
They're rested. Running.
Right.
Been going from point A to point B, doing what I had to do for my little girl, and today just has really just been already just an exciting day. I don't know what the afternoon holds, but if it's anything like the morning, I'm gonna need a nap by the end of it.
You're gonna need a nap. Now, if you need somebody to help with your feet, go to Richmond Foot and Ankle Clinic. Special thanks to Dr. Richmond for sponsoring the show each and every week. If you're having any problems with your leg, foot, or ankle, go to Richmond Foot and Ankle Clinic at 1323 West 3rd Street, 228-3668. Thanks, Dr. Richmond. We'll see you on the show next week. Now, we got a little high school to talk about, so we'll chime you in a little bit here. It's the first. We just entered our first week of OHSAA playoffs, and we're gonna recap it real quickly. Okay, starting with the GWAC, the game of the week, Springfield and Wayne. It was the game of the year in regular season. It was wild. Springfield got revenge, 38-14. A big effort by Brent Upshaw, throwing a couple of touchdowns. The running attack was there, and defensively they was able to stifle Wayne. A big win for Springfield. They move on 38-14. They are the runners-up 2 years in a row, but they struggled this year. You know what time it is with Springfield. You already know, Mr. McClain. Centerville 23, Olentangy Orange 6. Centerville will take on Springfield the next round. Centerville has been ranked all year in the state. Springfield was supposed to be ranked in the state, but they had some injuries. They played before. Springfield was up 16-7 early. Centerville came back. It will be a good one this Friday. Dublin Kaufman 14, Fairmont 7. Fairmont is eliminated from the tournament. Miamisburg 34, Delaware Hayes 14. Miamisburg stays alive. They'll play Dublin. They will take on. They'll move on. Northmont 35, Fairborn 0. Northmont, the Bolts doing their thing. Yeah, they moving on up. And Springboro's ousted. They lost to St. Xavier 35-13. Now, looking at the MVL, Alter with a big win, and they move forward as well. And Chaminade Julienne with a big road win, and they are moving on as well. So Chaminade, Alter, both of those teams doing their thing. Baden, the top seed in D3, 41-0 win. Alter 42-0 win, and McNicholas 41-20 win. When it comes to the Miami Valley League, it was a tale of two different stories. Xenia, the top team last year, came crashing this year, not able to get it done. high scoring game, but they lost to Lyman Senior 42-32. Troy 26, Stebbins 7. Troy, top team in the NBL, continues to move on, knocks off Stebbins. Tip 49, Western Brown 20. Tip is a top team too. They had a very good run last year. They're doing it again this year. And then Butler, the Aviators, got to shout them out. Butler 17, Elida nothing. Butler was an afterthought coming into the season, and here they are winning the first round game. So congratulations to the Aviators. And last but not least, unfortunately, Dunbar took a loss to Clinton Massey. It was a good season for Dunbar, 7-3 on the season, but just not able to hang with Clinton Massey. And then Troutwood with a big win over Oakwood, and they will be taking on Salina in the second round. So that's going to wrap up our high school. Where are you from?
I'm a Dayton transplant, so this is my adopted home.
Okay, adopted high school. So you didn't play high. Where'd you go to high school?
No, I went to high school down south.
Oh, down south. So you're a Southern boy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Football. You a football fan?
I am.
Okay. College or NFL? What you watching more?
You know what? This year I'm watching a little bit of everything. I've supported a couple of local teams, high school wise, and then college. I mean, who ain't watching? Colorado. So I'm watching that. I'm keyed in on Saturdays, and ain't much different on Sundays. But I don't miss any prime time.
No question about it. When we come back, we're going to talk about you and your life and what's going on with you. Then our Hot 5 topics. S.E.Live365, the podcast. Don't go away. All right, what's up? We're here. S.E.Live365. We are in the lab. It's cold outside, man. I'm talking about frosty. Like, man, you don't even want to go outside for a minute. But it's warm in here. It's pretty hot. As soon as I walk through these doors, it's like a sauna up in here. How we feeling today, Mr. McClain?
Look, I'm doing good. I felt cool outside. I am a little bit toasty in here. I got the turtleneck on and the suit, but I'm just right.
Yeah, you just right. Looking great, too. G'd up from the feet up. As Mr. McClain, always like that. Now, last time that I brought you on the show, you were a recorder, for the city. You're doing a great job. And since then, you've been able to elevate to the magistrate as acting judge. How does it feel to be in the new position? And congratulations, man.
No, thank you so much. I'm blessed. I've always been blessed to be able to work for our community and work on behalf of the people. So I'm continuing that work. My role has changed. My title has changed, but the mission is the same, and that's service. Feels good. I robe up every day. I'm in the municipal court, and so I see a variety of our neighbors, people in the community who just made a mistake and, may be looking for, an opportunity to, be redirected and to obtain some assistance. So every day I walk in with, a renewed spirit that, a lot of times that is the worst moment in their life. And so I try to, understand that and temper their situation with the reality that I can be that turning point for them. And so I try to do that. Wow,
that's an interesting perspective on that. Being a judge, it takes a lot of, a lot of thinking and a lot of, I'm trying to think of the word, compromise and just understanding, right?
Absolutely.
What's the one thing that you learned in being a magistrate and, that's helped you on the job?
You have to be able to see yourself in everyone. We are no different. We are all just one moment away from being somebody else. And that's at our best moments and at our worst. People forget that, anything that flies high ultimately can sail very low too. Yeah. And so we have to remember that a lot of times people fall on hard times. They may make bad decisions. That doesn't make them bad people. And so, every day I just try to make sure when I make decisions that impact people's lives, I make the decision that allows me to, number one, do the best I can, but also never make a decision I can't sleep with at night.
Great stuff, man. He giving it to us. Award-winning Alex, is he not giving it to us? You become a local celebrity for sure along the way. How's the support been for you as you navigated to this point?
I've been overly fortunate. To me, there is no place I don't feel comfortable at, because I feel like, many times, in our community, it's almost like Cheers. Everybody knows everybody's name. And so, when I go places, I see people and we're tied together by a lot of times our continued work in the community, or our continued, wishes or desires to see things, improve for everyday Tony. And so I feel like, when I'm out in the community, I feel very supported. I feel very encouraged. I've had to call on different members in our community, some of our neighbors, to, either help me with different things, or quite frankly, to be an ear. I may need advice or counsel, and I've never been turned away. I've never felt discouraged. I've always felt supported and encouraged. And I think that's a testament to the strength of Dayton.
Man, no question. What are some of the key issues that are on the ballot?
Two big issues right now. The first one deals with abortion on the ballot, and the second one deals with the legalization of marijuana for specific use. They're identified as issue 1 and issue 2. On the ballot right now, there's a series of races depending on what municipality you live in. Every jurisdiction right now has mayor's races, has city commissioner, city council meetings, trustee meeting elections, fiscal officer elections, judicial elections. All of that stuff is on the ballot right now.
Wow, everything's up.
Everything is up.
Everything's up. And voting is, I see you voted today.
I did.
Early. Is this early voting, or when is the, how we do? When is the day we got to go out there and vote the last day,
This is still considered to be early voting.
Okay.
The actual election day is November the 7th, and that's next Tuesday, a week from today. But to me, your voice is your vote. You can't allow it to be silenced. It is not even necessarily about what people are voting for. We all may have differing opinions, different thoughts about how we want to see things happen in our community, and that's okay. The important part is that you exercise your voice, and you can only do that through your right to vote.
Now, on the last topic, I voted early, which is, hey, for your boy. But this is, I know I heard about, this one coming up, and this is going to be a big one, a game changer, no question. There's a couple of huge issues on the ballot. For you, how have you been able to balance, elevating your job and the family? Because now you got a new little one out here, man.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Little girl, she's 9 weeks. She'll be 10 weeks on Thursday. And so, I've been very fortunate at home. My wife knows who she married. She's, she knows who I am. She knows, if somebody invites me to a cleanup, or, to go out and see a property, or to, be there for maybe an event for that loved one, I'm going to go because I feel like, that's the least I can do. And so she's always been very supportive and encouraging, and that thankfully has not changed. Not getting a lot of sleep right now. Our little one is starting to teeth early, and so she's up at all times of the night, the morning, the afternoon, the evening time. I'm
running you wild, boy.
Running me wild. I done had to get 2 new pairs of shoes because the miles I done put on my feet.
Dr. Richmond.
Yes.
Dr. Richmond.
Richmond Foot and Ankle Clinic. So life is good. I feel like, it's a balance that, doesn't happen overnight. And so we're still, working out some of those logistics, making sure that we can, support, our daughter and, our son, and yet still support ourselves, and still obviously be there to support the community as well.
All right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I know it's been you're living a good life, and it's starting to get a little busy, but baby girl, she got you eyes wide open. He can't get no sleep out here. When we come back, we're going to talk Hot 5 topics and more S.E.Live365 podcast in your airwaves. All right, welcome back here, S.E.Live365 podcast mode here, Dayton 24/7 Studios. Special thanks to the squad here. for letting us do it here each and every week. And special thanks award-winning Alex. We know he doing his thing, and they just had a nice spirited conversation. I'm gonna tell you about the Steelers, man. We're gonna get into that in a moment. But you ready for a high five?
I'm
Mr.
ready.
McClain?
Let's run it.
All right, now let's go college, and we'll start with prime time. Tough loss. Shiloh Sanders looked like a clean hit, but the celebration. And then they kicked them out the game, and after that, it was a wrap. UCLA with a big win. I know you're watching. What are you seeing with the Buffaloes, man?
Right now they're going through trying time. They have a little losing streak going, but I would just continue to encourage them. Like anything that you're going through in life that the sun isn't shining on, just know that the darkness will pass soon. They just got to continue just to stay vigilant. They got to continue to get after it. Team is great, but right now they just got to regain their focus and remember what got them there.
Prime said we're gonna have to get some new offensive linemen. Is that should he wait until the end of the season, or what do you? Or prime is prime, right?
Prime is prime. To me, I feel like there are different ways you can motivate people. He chose to go directly at them. To me, I feel like, even though, these are older people, these are still young men, they're still trying to develop their play. I probably would have preferred kind of a show me, but hey, he's prime for a reason, and so I can't say anything against it.
We'll see if those offensive linemen step up. Now, we got the top five teams right now. We're gonna tell you to pick the top four. Georgia's 8-0. Are they in the top four?
Absolutely.
Michigan's 8-0. Are they in the top four?
Sadly, yes.
Ohio State 8-0. Are they in the top four?
You already know they are.
Florida State 8-0. Are they in the top four?
No.
Washington 8-0. Are they in the top four?
Closer, but no.
Alabama 7-1. Are they in the top four?
They are, only because they have a dynasty as opposed to a good year.
Okay, so that's your fourth squad.
That's my fourth squad.
Okay, there it is. Who you like right now, Michigan or Ohio State in that game?
Ohio State.
Okay, going Ohio State, no question about it. On the local front, the Central State Marauders have won 3 games in a row. So the Marauders doing it big. They are 3-4 on the season now with a big win last week. They've won 3 in a row now. Congratulations to them, as homecoming kind of kicked them off a little bit. They beat Savannah State 21-10, and they beat Clark 48-21, smacking them down in Atlanta. They probably had a good time down there, and then they just whooped Lane. So congratulations to Central State, 3 in a row for them. And then UD unfortunately took a L last week. Right now, University of Dayton is 2-6 on the season, as they lost to Butler 37-10. They take on Valparaiso this week. So good luck to the Flyers. Good luck to the Marauders on the college football side. Now, NFL. Let's get to it real quickly. You guys were talking. Seahawks 24, Browns 20. Browns, is Deshaun Watson, what's up with the boy?
What's up with him? He got a lot of money. I can't. He's got a great agent.
That's all you do. You got a great agent.
At some point in time, the play on the field has to match up with the reward off the field. They rewarded him. Quite frankly, in my opinion, prematurely, unwarrantedly. He has certainly some off-field issues, and I don't feel like his play up to this point warranted that money, and he's proven me right.
Yeah, he's been up and down. Browns probably should have won that. They just gave it up. Mm-hmm. But I like Myles Garrett. He's my defensive player of the year this year. He's doing big work, and he's a stakeholder. I know, yeah. Word Williams says no, but he's got someone on Pittsburgh. I know he's a stakeholder in Brown and the Cavaliers franchise. So shout out to Myles Garrett. That's huge, major move. Chiefs 9, Broncos 24. Aberration, just a 1 week wonder, or Broncos on the move?
A broken clock is right twice a day. And, obviously with the Chiefs, they was looking at the different clock than what everybody else was looking at. They lost that game. But you know what, to me, a little bit of humble pie is good. It's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And I still expect them to finish up strong at the end.
Kelsey went to the World Series day before the game, 2 days before the game. You cool with that or nah? It's a whole nother state.
To me, I can't question his professionalism. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's obviously a future Hall of Famer. To me, I like to see a little bit more professionalism, only because they have something to prove. But obviously, his coach was okay with it. But the proof is in the pudding. He put up.
He didn't play well.
He didn't play well.
Is that Taylor Swift or is that just? On to the next question.
Hey, look, I guess he need to shake it off. What he do? He need to shake it off.
Shake that
you
off,
got to shake it off.
Bengals 31, 49-17. Surprised at the score.
Not at all. The Bengals traditionally, even under Burrows, hadn't always started the best. And, they're definitely a team that finishes up strong. I think they're just now getting their groove, catching their stride. I expect them to do great things.
Burrow looked like he was running, he was working, wasn't he? He worked that 49ers defense, no question about it.
Yes.
Who's the best in that division right now? You got to pick one. Ravens is 6-2, Bengals 4-3, Browns 4-3, and the Steelers 4-3.
I'm gonna hang my hat with the Bengals. I say they are the king until they're dethroned.
Ravens 31-24 over the Cardinals. Chargers 30-13 over the Bears. And then you start looking, and then Lions 26-14. Devontae Adams, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's out. Steelers with a tough loss. I mean, what against the Jacksonville? The offense is one of the worst in the league, but they're 4-3. How do they fix it?
Well,
in 10 seconds.
I think they have to realize that their record isn't indicative of how good they are. They need to refocus. They need, some fresh play calling. They need to try some new formation and schemes, and they need to trust each other. Experience is the only thing that's going to make them work on the field, and they don't have it right now.
Cowboys 43-20. Cowboys Philly play this week. Who you got?
Philly.
Giants 10, Jets 13. The Jets continue to win without Aaron Rodgers. Do you think they make the playoffs?
What's the record right now?
4-3.
No, I don't, because eventually Aaron Rodgers adds back into the mix, and I think there's something to be said with chemistry over talent. He's certainly talented, but I think he's shown that he doesn't always gel well with others, and so I think that he ends up messing up their chemistry down the stretch, and they don't make the playoffs.
Major League Baseball is here. World Series vibe. Texas up 2-1 over Arizona. Are you watching any of it? But you still got to make a pick, whether you are or not.
Look, Texas, who they playing?
Arizona. Out of nowhere.
Diamondbacks.
Texas was kind of, they were a wild card as well. So both wild card teams getting there.
Usually, I watch coming down the stretch. I guess this is my cue that I need to start watching because it's that time of the fall classic, as they say. I'm going with Texas.
All right, there it is. And then NBA, real quickly, has started. Cavaliers right now 1-2. We'll see if they can continue to bounce back. Donovan Mitchell hasn't been playing, so hopefully he can come back and play. And then the Pacers are 2-1 as Obi Toppin starting for them now, and they look like a young team on the rise, no question about it. You got to see Obi Toppin play.
Absolutely, phenomenal talent, great person, all around. I think he's a good representative for what UD Flyer basketball is all about. That's hard work and determination.
No question. James Harden traded to the Clippers. Gone.
Well,
how does he even fit in there? And will him and Westbrook start together? I mean, they're going to put him, Westbrook, George, and Kawhi Leonard all in there. Or
only one basketball.
Only one ball, man. James Harden, is he the whiniest dude in the league?
He is on the short list for certain. If he shot as good as he whined, he'd get every call. So that's my prediction on him.
He trying to get everything. He want it all, man. He want it all, but I don't think he want a ring. Who knows?
Whoa.
I mean, well, you playing with Embiid. He's an MVP. I mean, what more do you need?
That's right.
What more do you need?
That's right.
With that being said, how can we find out more information on you? And let them know what you do, man.
I'm an all-around servant. I believe that we all here is under shepherds, and so one day when our head of code, we'll have to give an accounting to God how we treated his people when we encountered them in the least of these moments. And we all have those type of moments. And so you can find me on Facebook, Brandon McClain, Brandon C. McClain, or you can visit my website, www.brandoncmcclain.com. You can visit me at the courthouse. I believe that, anything that, if you have a question, if I have an answer, then you have it. And if I don't, I'll find it for you.
All right. Honor and a pleasure to have you here. Shout out to anybody.
Shout out to my wife, Tanisha, baby girl, Tyler, Gabriel's son. See y'all this evening.
All right. Is anything important coming up for you?
Nothing for me. The only thing that's important for us all to make sure we vote. Again, Election Day is November the 7th. Make sure that you cast your ballot. If you do not cast your ballot, you cannot complain because you have essentially made a decision and factored into something without effort. Make sure your voice is heard. Your voice is your vote. Vote.
Period. Like our girl said. Hey, man, it's a pleasure.
My
man,
pleasure.
My dog. We have to let you come back here and talk Steelers and the AFC Central Division with award-winning Alex on, but we got to wrap it up here. Special thanks to Richmond Foot and Ankle Clinic once again for sponsoring the show each and every week. Make sure you check us out on the podcast and make sure that you support Mr. McClain. All right. With that being said, it's your boy Deon Cash, award-winning Alex, Mr. McClain. We up out of here, and we catch you on the next one. All right. Stay warm.
I got a chip on my shoulder.
Did you know individuals with diabetes should see a podiatrist every year? Contact Richmond Foot and Ankle Clinic today to schedule your next appointment.
Diabetes Dayton is dedicated to the support of individuals living with diabetes. Services include a free diabetic supply pantry, emergency insulin program, free education classes, and much more. If you are living with diabetes or pre-diabetic, contact us today to see which services you qualify for. Until there's a cure, we help you live.
Please don't fuck up my vibe. I've been trying to grow. Lately I feel like they energy been wrong. Can't knock my hustle, no. My money first class, no. Can't fuck my vibe up.
All right, wait. Support a good cause. Go Cats. Okay. Support the cause or whatever I feel like in the moment. All right, tell me when. Hi guys, I'm Lily.
I'm Alexis.
Come out to O'Connor's Tuesday nights for Wildcat Way TV show. Grab a drink.
Get some dinner.
Support the cause. Go Cats! Oh. All right. I feel like that was pretty good.
And they are just cannot put the ball in the basket. Behind the back, he puts it up. Oh! Oh!
Yeah. My beginnings was intense. Who'd have thought I'd go legit? For sure. Yeah. We coming blacker than Black Panther 2. Nobody this thorough, that's the truth. Never go against the family, that's something you don't do. Don't get Eddie Kane trying to sing your way back in the group. Nah, stars in the ceiling, got sun in the building, rep that 718. It's hard to depart from that.